Joseph. What if Joseph had despised what his father taught him about women? Now, is there any place you see Joseph teaching his sons about women? The answer is no. Jacob. Is there any place you see Jacob teaching his sons about women? The answer is no. But how many of you know he was taught? Yes, now. If he was not taught, why did he do what was right? He was taught. He's in a foreign country. He traveled abroad. Nobody is there to watch him. He still behaves himself. You know how some of you travel briefly to the village. Village is here. People just step away a little from a place where they've learned righteousness and start committing unrighteousness. Why? How are you going to be a Joseph if this is how you are? How are you going to be a Joseph? You cannot act that way. Josephs should not and do not act that way. Josephs do what is right, whether there's anybody there or not. Okay? Always imagine, how would he have gone to prison if this woman didn't sponsor him? Sorry. How would he have met his connect in prison if this woman didn't sponsor him? This woman setting him up was his connect to prison. Do you understand? Imagine if, as she accused him, he got angry, picked something and hit her and she died. And said, let both of us die together. I've never thought of that one before. Isaiah 26 verse 16 and Jeremiah 2 verse 30. Isaiah 26, 16.
Lord, they came to you in their distress. When you disciplined them, they could barely whisper a prayer.
So discipline will cause you distress. When you're disciplined by God, it will cause you distress. And sometimes you can barely pray. But the point is, if it's the discipline of the Lord, it's shaping you into something and someone. Jeremiah 2 verse 30.
In vain I punished your people. They did not respond to correction. Your sword has devoured your prophets like a ravenous lion.
This is the bad part, where God disciplines you and you don't listen. When God punishes you and it's in vain. It's in vain when the discipline does not yield fruit. Where you flog someone and say, it didn't pain me, and says, I'll go again, I'll do it again. Very foolish. Why? It results in your being devoured. Let me give you Job 5:17.
Blessed is the one whom God corrects. So
blessed is the one whom God
corrects.
The word Musa is the word correct. Not the discipline there, but correct. So do not despise
the discipline of the Almighty.
Who is blessed?
God corrects.
Now let's be honest for 5 seconds, quickly. How many of you do not like correction? Good. Why should you correct me? See, we have Christians all over. You saw some Christians in this. Some are still saying call. Listen. Who is the one that is blessed? What does blessed mean?
Happy.
Happy. How can the one that the God is correcting be happy? Seeing that correction, Musa correction, which can be physical, and all the process of shaping you generally, is sometimes not nice at all. Why would I be happy? And the answer is because the nature of God's discipline will work good in your life. Did you just look at Joseph? Do you think Joseph felt good after all those years?
Yes, sir.
How many of you know as Joseph is walking through Potiphar's, not who be Potiphar now? How many of you know as Joseph is walking through Pharaoh's household, that is not walking alone? How many of you know there's an entourage? How many of you know he's saying, so yes, I would like buy 17 more goods, 15 female, 3 males. Yes. Maybe when I come in 2 months, we should see progress here. He's walking through the house, talking. People are following him. This is not the prison. This is not Potiphar's house, where there are 2 or 3 other slaves. This guy is in charge of Pharaoh's. He's in charge. And he has to hurry because he's taking care of all Egypt too. He's totally in charge. He's as untouchable as a person can be. Totally in charge. He's in charge at every level. Pharaoh does not see him in the office. The man handles Pharaoh's house. He's chief of staff plus Lord plus father. Spirit, soul, and body. He's in charge. But look at the process. It wasn't a short-term course. It didn't last for 6 months. You know, some people, you can pass an exam when it's 2 months. Resist temptation for 4 months. Back by 1 year. But when the pressure continues, after 3 years, you buckle. You shouldn't buckle ever. You should tell yourself that the possibility of buckling is not an option. That's the mindset with which you do righteousness consistently. You know, some of you, you've asked God, why has this temptation continued? And it's like, because it was this exam is to last this long. What if I fell for this Potiphar's wife? You shouldn't. But she's disturbed me day after day. Don't you know I'm a human being? It doesn't matter. He keeps calling. So, your phone does not have a block function. Joseph could not block Potiphar's wife. He couldn't. If he could, how many of you know he would have blocked her? How many of you know Joseph would have blocked Potiphar's wife if she was on his contact list? There's no way he would not have blocked. Who thinks he would not have blocked? Who here thinks that Joseph would have left Potiphar's wife's number on his phone if she has been tempting him? Why do you have some of the numbers you have? Aren't you a hypocrite creature? What are you? If he had the option, if that woman was a fellow slave, he would have sacked her. But she's his master's wife. He has no choice. He can't push her away. He literally has to leave the clothes. He has respect. Now, my Oga wife, she drags him physically. He comes out of the clothes. Can see him swinging. She drags. She's not playing. She drags him with violence. Has it occurred to you that she has grabbed him, not just held his clothes? She's dragging. It's not a joke. Imagine dragging till he comes off. She's not, that day she's not playing. The powers that be, apart from normal human lust, the powers that be usually have a clue. Do you know, have you heard before that the powers that be usually have a clue of people's destinies? Did they know Jesus was going to cause problems? Did they know when Jesus was born that he's going to cause problems? Or you don't know that every baby that was born around the time of Jesus, 1-2 year radius, that they killed them all? They killed them all. Why? Do you know when Moses was born, they were killing all the male children? Why? God allows these demonic forces sometimes to see. Some people, the agitation and trouble around your life is directly linked to your destiny.